So with the StarCraft mod for Rimworld, you can make a bunker, and I believe they just fire out of it. It says the damage is based on the pawn. Our goal is to research that tech, which it's only going to be 2200 tech away from the starting scenario. And then we also need to find the uranium and plasteel required to make a bunker. And yeah, we are starting over using a variation of the rim effect scenario where we get an orbital trader every day and a raid every day. In this scenario though, I will not be using Rimdeed or the mod that allows you to call in unlimited orbital traders for 500 silver each, as the ability to call in as many combat suppliers as you want kind of made the last series too easy. We got that amazing gun really early on and it just made everything super easy. As for Storyteller, I've really been digging Parry Persistent on 500% threat with Colonist in-skill down to 0. On this map, we got quite a few Mycotic Jungle mountainous tiles to choose from. We got this one, this one, this one, and this one up here. The one up here is going to be slightly cooler at 70 degrees average temperature versus the one down here is 84. What I really like about these Mycotic Jungle tiles is the massive poisonous mushrooms. I feel like they're really fun to play around. And yeah, without further ado, let's see what our 8 random colonists are. We get to choose 5 of these guys. So I'm already seeing a Shadow class. This is one of the better classes, I would say. Dude's a coward though, is the only thing. That's pretty tragic. Shooting amateur also lowers his shooting skill, or her. She is a natural genius though, which increases her learning rate, and social worker increases her trade price, negotiation ability, and social impact, and she got some in social. I think we want this girl even though she's gonna run away from a fight. And I'm just gonna go through these guys, and okay, we got Paladin down here who can build. He's got 8 construction. Do keep in mind that caster classes do increase market value by 4 times, so it's gonna be like this person's worth 4 people. He's also locked 8 construction too, so he's not gonna learn it past 8, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm thinking we still want to bring these people along though, being that they are casters, but I'm not sure exactly. Kayvon down here is a builder slash artist with the artisan trait. Construction success chance, I'll never really understand that one, because once you get to like 8 construction, you can't really botch. There's a lot of mods that improve that value too, and I just think it's so useless, but general labor speed will help her do art quicker. This dude doesn't seem super crazy good, like he can do research, but he doesn't like to do it really. How about Hilaire? She's actually a gladiator that cannot do any fighting, which is completely useless. This dude does not seem especially good, and he has an ambrosia addiction, which is going to be kind of annoying. He's a coward as well, so he'll run from a fight. How about Jolly? He's a groundbreaker who gets more construction and mining speed and can build pretty well. This wouldn't be a bad person to bring along, versus I guess it's Christina, who can't really do anything that well besides the research. We do need a researcher, I will say, but I think we'll just focus on recruiting an enemy researcher that we capture. But yeah, so here's our final lineup. We got the coward Shadow who can do social pretty well, so she'll be recruiting prisoners. We got this Paladin who can heal people, and he can also build and I guess do some research and shoot a little bit. Oh, and then Hua actually cannot fight. I don't know how I missed this girl. She kind of just flew under the radar, I guess. But I guess these 3 people that we're leaving behind are pretty bad. Like coward is really bad. This dude actually wouldn't be that bad at doing research because he's industrious, which increases research speed. He's also biotically skilled, which increases energy rate by plus 0.5 if we do biotic stuff. He could be good at that. So is he better than Hua and Kevame? The problem with Hua, I think, is she's a slow learner, which lowers her learning rate, and she doesn't really have that high of any skills, so it's gonna be hard to really improve her. I think we will leave her behind for Christina, the researcher, and then Kevame will sneak on by as well. Dude's a quick sleeper, doesn't need to sleep as much, and can do building. He can mine a little bit, probably not too much, and he can do art. We are leaving behind his wife, unfortunately, Hua. It'd be nice if they were able to sleep together and they could get a nice mood bonus for that, but looks like Hua doesn't really like him that much, so they're probably gonna break up anyways. And alrighty, without further ado, let's get it going. Okay, the magic moment. What do we got? So I'm seeing a generator over here, which is really good. We got a prefab solar generator and a generator, which you don't need the prefab solar generator if you have a generator, because it's going to supply you for 18 days of fuel. Unfortunately, we cannot move this prefab generator into the mountain north, which would be very ideal. But yeah, here's our map. We got 3 mushrooms actually in a pretty good spot. They're kind of protecting us, if you will. I mean, they're not going to do anything at the start until we maze around them, if we do decide to go that route. But yeah, I'm liking the mushroom placement. I'm not really liking the base placement too much. Like, we're not really that close to this mountain. We could just turn this into a bunker later on though. And yeah, mainly I'm just really happy that we started with that prefab generator. Let's hope we started with the research bench as well. Not seeing one in here. No, we don't have one. Unfortunate. So our researcher, Christina, who is wise beyond her years. She's only 17 years old. She's already wise. She can't really do anything else beside research. Like, she can cook, I guess. We can have her butcher up dead bodies, hopefully of raiders. But other than that, she can't really do anything around base. So I think we're just going to get her set up with a research bench ASAP. And we should have started with enough advanced components for that. Down here, we got some steel. It said we did not have the required advanced components though, which is a bit worrying. They should be around here somewhere. I feel like I'm just missing them. And yeah, we're gonna have Kayame working that because with his 8 construction, he cannot botch. And then Artisan is just a complete overkill. He has a 125% success chance with that trait. But yeah, we'll have him work on that. And okay, I'm finally seeing the advanced components. We do start with 20 of them. The space or research bench requires 10. And the reason why I really like to build this thing early is because you can move it, whereas with the high-tech research bench, you cannot. So you end up wasting some stuff building that. We'll also build this alliance terminal, which costs 8 advanced components and 50 plasteel, and that will speed up research slightly. It's like 5%. And Kayame is not our only builder. With our other builders, we should probably start walling in our base. Might as well just wall in the prefab solar collector. It's not going to be super useful right now. And actually, maybe we just deconstruct it right away. I don't think it's going to be doing anything, rather than just waiting for raiders to destroy it. I'm not sure if we get more from deconstructing it, but yeah, let's finish flooring in these bases, haul all this junk out of here. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the amount of builders we got. We got 3 people that can full-time build, 7 construction on Jolly, 8 on Kayame, and 8 on Brad. Marika, our shadow class slash social person, can't really do anything besides social, so we're just gonna have her haul and clean. And then Christina, our researcher, is also gonna haul and clean until we get a research bench set up. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. I'm also heavily tempted, by the way, to floor in this main room with concrete, just because they only walk at 81% speed on this mycotic grass, which is pretty slow compared to like normally you walk at 87 on like the stony soil, for example. I think we're just gonna use concrete though, because I do find that we'll run out of steel if we just dump steel on stuff that's not really needed, such as flooring in a massive room. So yeah, we're only using 1 steel per tile here versus like 2 for the stuff that looks nicer. I don't think they should be spending too much time in this. I guess we'll call it like a stockpile room for now. You know, what's nice about this concrete is they build it really fast, but yeah, it is -1 for beauty. Versus the mycotic grass is actually 0. So they're gonna be really unhappy when they go into this room and they look at all this just ugly concrete, I guess. And then also just notice we have 2 dining tables. You don't always start with 2. We're gonna deconstruct this big briefing table though, because it just does not give much beauty, only 2. But it is gonna give us a lot of steel, which is nice, 90 steel for that thing. And yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna move the research bench into this room. This will be kind of like our dining area slash rec room slash research room, I guess. And yeah, we're making pretty good progress. It started raining, so I roofed everything in. But yeah, it's only noon though, and this room is almost fully floored in. We connected power to our main research room though, and Christina's hauling in the Alliance terminal. Let's have her finish up hauling some more stuff too, like these chunks. Let's get these all out of here. And then when she's done with all that, we'll have her get started on this research project, Strengthen Fortification, which is what we need in order to be able to build the bunker. Now, we still don't have the uranium required or the plasteel. We do have 109 plasteel though. That research project will probably take a while though. And do keep in mind, we are getting raided at 6 a.m. the next day. It's 3 p.m. right now. So that's what, 15 hours till our first raid. And unlike normal storyteller raids, this raid is not going to be by just one person. It's going to be based on our wealth, which is currently 61k. And then we also got to factor in the amount of colonists we have, and Marika is getting very close to this toxic. So if she goes anywhere inside of the toxic purple area, like she kind of just walked over it, she could get toxic buildup. So you got to kind of micro to make sure that she doesn't walk over it. But I forgot I put her in the area, so I made an area to avoid mushrooms. Basically, I just made an area around the mushroom, inverted it, and now people will avoid the mushroom basically. But yeah, we got our builders out here, and this project's gonna be done really quick. Dude just got construction level 9, very nice. Yeah, it's only 4 p.m. and this is gonna be done. Whoa, chill guys. I don't like them going on top of that wall. Oh, Los, but no cigar. Did not get any toxic, very nice. Marika is doing a good job of hauling. I also should be leveling her up too. If we use Veil of Shadows, that will give her XP. And we can start leveling up the might side of her class. And Jolly's actually getting a little bit too close there. He's fine, no toxic for him. Kayame, what are you doing, dude? I think he's trying to avoid the swampy area. Like this green stuff is a swamp. Thankfully, there was a little bit of a gap here, so we were able to build over it, but normally you cannot build over it unless you have the bridges tech, which we do not. And yeah, we will get into kind of like the idea with this maze once the raiders get here. And yeah, we're done with the first part of it, which is great. How much steel do we have left? 580, that's pretty good. We do still need to build a couple more beds, which we're gonna use the mixed lumber for that for the most part, and the prefab components. Let's also get a prefab dresser in here, prefab end table. And yeah, with that 580 steel, we could potentially add on to our defense system and funnel them into this other toxic mushroom as kind of a fallback plan. And okay, I have kind of an idea on how we're going to do this, but on second thought, maybe we just do our fallback plan to be steel spike traps. I don't usually like building steel spike traps because they're not that sustainable. Mainly your supply of steel is always going to be limited, but they could save us early game when we're not really that prepared. And so yeah, we should have enough steel to be able to build these doors and these spike traps, and that's going to be our main focus now with our 3 builders. I still can't get over the fact that we have 3 people that are really good at building. Like it makes this early game scenario where we have to set up our base feel really easy. We should also probably build a door in front of the spike traps just so like random creatures will not walk over them. And we'll just open the door once raiders get here. It's gonna cost 50 steel for both the doors, but yeah, you can see this rat is actually about to walk over the spike trap that we're about to build. Like, these animals are really dumb. We got a chinchilla over here. Like, I could already see these animals just walking over our traps and trolling us. You know, I'm actually scared these animals are getting really close. We're gonna disallow that door so the rat's trapped in here, so it's not gonna have any chance of getting over these traps. But then, like, I'm even considering just uninstalling this spike trap. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. Uninstall that. I don't think there's any chance that he actually takes damage from the trap if he uninstalls it. I've never seen someone trip the trap when they're uninstalling it, but maybe they can. Yeah, we're gonna focus on building this defense area first, just so there's no chance the animals can walk over the traps, basically. Look at the chinchilla, like, it's just like, you know what I'm gonna do. Look at it, like, it knows what it must do to troll. It just walked over where we're gonna put a spike trap. Like, I'm telling you, these things have one goal in mind. Like, I'm gonna have to sit here and micro this stuff. Speaking of micro, Veil of Shadows again. We got up to level 2 with Marika. I'm not sure what we're gonna spec her into because she is a coward, so she's just gonna run from every fight. I'm thinking since she's not gonna be really doing much fighting, there's really no point of specking into like Shadow Strike or Nightshade. The 3 upgrades for Veil of Shadows though are pretty good. Well, Clinging Shadows not so much. It gives her invisibility, but you don't really need a coward to have invisibility. We can also reduce the stamina cost of Veil of Shadows by 6% per skill point, but I was noticing her stamina regenerates quicker than the cooldown. So I think the only thing to really do here, at least for my side, is to spec into Overwhelming Darkness, increase the radius of Shadow Fog, and gives movement and manipulation bonuses for whoever's inside of it, I guess. But yeah, so that's, I think, it'd be her job to Veil of Shadows the fighters, and it reduced the accuracy of range attacks by 60% for whoever's standing in it. Well, to whoever's standing in it. Our builders are also not in that great of moods. They kind of need rest. It is 1 a.m. and I'm not sure who's gonna be fighting in the morning. Like, Brad the Paladin probably will be. Dude has 8 shooting, and yeah, he's a Paladin. He's actually our best shooter, which is kind of scary. We're gonna have to give him the armor. Christine decided to put it on. But yeah, we'll have Brad go to bed, and Jolly is also gonna go to bed. He can fight too. Kevami is really bad at shooting though. He's only got 1, so chances are he's probably not gonna do any fighting. And it looks like with that, we're actually completely out of steel. Were we super efficient with our steel usage? I would say we were fairly. Like, we didn't really need a floor in this room, but it was only 1 steel for each concrete flooring, which I will say does kind of add up. That's 27 steel right there. I got 30 over there. Could have probably been like another 2 spike traps. I will also say we do have some plasteel, and we could make some plasteel spike traps, which are even better. That's something we'd probably only do if the raid is going to be too massive. And I just realized, by the way, there is ocean over here. Do we have to wall this in? I don't think so. I don't think raiders will come from this side because this deep ocean water over here, they will not be crossing that. And then thankfully there's also deep ocean water walling us off on this side too. So we're good on the left side. Unless they're drop pod raiders, I think they're going to be attacking from anywhere down here. If we get a drop pod raid on day 1, that'd be tragic too, but we're gonna hope that's not the case. And already, oh man, we're getting raided by the most difficult raid to deal with. No way. The first day we're getting raided by Krogans. One of these guys is going to soak up all of our traps. Like, this is not good. And they all have melee weapons, which is also not good. Well, most of them do. This guy has Molotovs. This is so bad. Okay, well, on the bright side, they are going to prepare for wild then attack. So we got 3 hours. I think they're going to attack at 9 a.m. This is an emergency though. We're going to be using all the plasteel to make traps. We're also going to try to start deconstructing some of this base. Like, we don't really need these shelves. These barricades are also going to give us some steel, which is nice. We could potentially make another spike trap, and also someone dragged in this spike trap to the main base, so we have an extra spike trap that I did not think about. That was the one we uninstalled because I was scared of the rat walking over it. I still am kind of scared of this rat walking over our traps, so we're just gonna blast it. On their beginning, they're sold at 8 a.m. only. Okay, crap, this is not good. I also just realized the plasteel spike traps take forever to build. And yeah, here they come. So we're gonna have to kind of cheese this, I think. We're having Marika head outside, and she's our shadow class. She's hopefully gonna draw some of them away to her, and we did wall off our base so they can't get in. It's gonna give us some time to build up these traps. We did just close this door though, so the Krogans might come over and start beating on it before they reacquire target onto Marika. And this guy's actually walking to the toxic, which is good. This guy's a blade dancer as well, and he's also a brawler. This dude right here could just solo end us basically. The only type of raiders that we don't want to deal with are raiders that are mainly melee, and like a lot of these guys have shield belts too, so our guns are like pretty much not going to penetrate them. This might honestly be an unwinnable scenario. We're just going to hope they reacquire. Okay, yeah, Pole is reacquiring target. He did get toxic build it, but since he took a little bit of damage, he now has blood rage, which increases movement to 8. And he's wearing a flak vest, which is lowering his movement even, but it doesn't matter. So the dude's gonna be going for Marika, who's gonna be just trying to run to the very edge. She doesn't have have a whole lot of time though, I will say. They Molotov the wall, but it's gonna do nothing. Well, this guy's beating down our door. Can repair that. Please do not beat down the door. I need to set an area too so that no one's gonna go outside just randomly. Like imagine if Brad just opened that door, it would be over, dude. This is honestly so dumb that we got raided by these guys on the first raid, man. We have no time to do anything. Well, this might have been just a waste. Honestly, I'm just seeing this as a wasted recording session at this point. I could also just reload before we got this raid, but I don't know. I see that as kind of a fail. And alrighty, so I set an area and everyone's locked to this area now. So no one should be going outside for basically no reason. And meanwhile up here, Marika is desperately trying to run. This is so brutal. We gotta move her towards the toxic mushroom. So these guys will be walking through the mushroom to get to her. And then meanwhile over here, how's our repairing job doing? Not the best. We do have some steel over here though. We're gonna have Christina haul the steel. Okay, never mind. He's the reacquiring target. Do keep repairing that though, just in case. And meanwhile over here, Kevame is almost done with this plasteel spike trap, which does 110 damage, 165% armor pen. This could be enough to kill like the blade dancer. Well, then again, the steel spike traps actually aren't that much worse. They do 100 damage with 150% armor pen. So it's only like a 10 damage difference, which is a little bit concerning. Here I was thinking that plasteel spike traps were double the damage of steel. But yeah, so they're all going over here to Marika. And this guy Pole, being that he's a blazeman, does have the ability to teleport. Now I don't know the range on this, and I kind of want to do a limit test save to see. And in fact, that's exactly what we're going to do. So the only thing we're going to test here is to see how far he'll teleport to Marika. So it looks like he's not going to, so there's a certain element of RNG there. We can also test how long we can wait for a Veil of Shadows. Like we cast it here. Yeah, like we can wait till the very last moment. And yeah, the Blazeman does have Phase Strike, which can teleport him a short distance. Now the question is, since I said that was a limit test, does that whole thing count? Because yeah, that could not have gotten any better. I'm gonna go ahead and say no, it did not count. Reason being is I said it was a limit test. And we could have actually just got really good RNG there. Like what if he teleported and I was like, oh, it's just a limit test. But yeah, here we go. I do think we will let him get as close as we can, even if there is a chance that he will teleport. Okay, like right here is where we want to start casting Veil of Shadows, I think, right now. Nice, he did not get hit off. We'll Shadow Strike onto him as well. That did not cost any stamina, by the way, which I found sometimes you can cast Veil of Shadows like 3 times before it goes on cooldown, so we're gonna hope that's the case here. We're gonna have her Shadow Strike on a Poldo, and this will crit a melee attack. Well, he did dodge. We hit him pretty good there, actually. We're hitting him again, very nice. We're just pistol whipping him. Okay, she teleported back, and yeah, Veil of Shadows is castable right now. I'm not sure if that has something to do with us reloading or what's going on there, but rest assured it will eventually go on cooldown, and we are also out of stamina. I do kind of got to be aware of Marika because once her Veil of Shadows runs out, and like it just ran out, Coruscant's still aggroed on her, so we're gonna try to Veil of Shadows again. And Coruscant de-aggroed. Looks like this dude's Surdon de-aggroed as well. Oh, and Pole actually teleported onto Marika. Did cut her hand for quite a bit of damage. Yeah, is he gonna hit her again? No, he's not. Okay, just start blasting this dude. I don't even think there's a point to melee him, just start blasting. He does have a shield belt though, so I don't even know if there's any point of shooting him. Like maybe we were better off just trying to melee him. Veil of Shadows also not going cooldown yet again, so we have that going for us. And yeah, I'm trying to micro these people back at base. Nerdak is looking like he's trying to beat down one of our walls. I really actually can't tell what the guy's doing over here. Okay, he's beating on this steel wall out here, but it's doing no damage, it says. What is going on here? Why is it not doing damage? Meanwhile, Marika did have her Veil of Shadows run out, but they're not re-aggroing on her. They are very hell-bent on going through our maze, which, by the way, Jolly still has 28 work left on this plasteel spike trap. We do have a Krogan that's going to be here momentarily. And yeah, this is hard because I got to be aware of Marika over here. And meanwhile, I don't know what Nerdak's doing. Like, we can't repair anything over here. He's not doing any damage. This is very odd. I don't think there's like a way to make the game God mode or anything, so it's not like I've enabled cheats. I have vanilla achievements installed, so you guys know I'm not cheatering it up. It looks like Nerdak is done being on the wall. Yeah, I think these guys are not going to aggro on Marika again, and our turret, by the way, is firing through this embrasure, I guess it was trying to fire through. Kind of pointlessly though. And here comes Puxon. He's going to hit 3 traps. These Krogans are so broken. Please, 4th trap. Okay, the 4th trap killed him. Good lord. Jolly, you gotta finish that, man. He's got 5 work left. 4, 2, 1, and he finished it. Okay, get inside. Run. Oh, he made it in. Meanwhile, we're trying to wall in this turret so that it can fire out of these embrasures. And I don't think these Krogans will hit it, but I don't know if we're gonna have time to do that. I feel like we're definitely not. The best thing we can hope for is to be able to get a wall on this side of it, which I don't know if that's gonna be possible. Brad, you gotta just get the wall up, dude. Oh, he got it up. He's about to get destroyed though. He actually got not hit by that attack. This dude's a freaking martial artist though, so he's about to disarm Brad, which is not good. And Jolly, you just need to run. I don't know where you're gonna run to actually, because there's no door up here. Looks like Jolly might be screwed. Brad's screwed as well, I think, but at least Brad does have the armor and he's got the turret right here. We're gonna have him use the Omni Tool ability that we got, Incinerate, which is the most useless one in my opinion. If we got Invis or the turret, I feel like we'd have a much better shot here. Oh, and actually, this guy's about to toss flash grenades. Okay, maybe we just let him do that. And if we can get in front of the turret and he'll just spam flash grenades onto Brad, the turret could just unload on these guys. So yeah, Brad just try to get in front of the turret mainly. And then yeah, he actually got in front of the turret, which is really good. Like yeah, the turret does have the ability to hit him, but this could actually work out. And yeah, stunned, very nice. And Jolly just sitting back here unloading. And Brad does have the armor on. Like this could work maybe. If we just, everyone just needs to get stunned. And then he also does have a heal, by the way. Do we need a heal yet? No, not yet. And then Pole's about to teleport onto Jolly and just one-shot him, I'm guessing. Because yeah, he's casting his teleport ability. Yep, there he goes. Jolly did just get cut in the torso. I think it's RIP Jolly, our builder slash miner, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm pretty sure he's the only one that can mine. Actually, Kevami can mine, just doesn't like doing it. But yeah, Brad is stunned, but these guys are stunned as well, which is good. And then when he comes out of that, we're gonna have him try to heal himself. They keep stunning. Come on, cool out, help us here. Brad, heal yourself. Heal. I think he healed. I'm not sure. He got it off. I don't think he did. Oh man. Stun grenades. Yep. He got one heal off. We might have him just trying to run inside if he can. No, he keeps getting stun locked and he's down. Crap. What are they gonna do? They're gonna kidnap who they can and leave. They're taking Brad, our paladin. No. They're gonna take Jolly as well. So it looks like we just got Christina, the researcher, Kevame, the builder slash artist, and then Marika, the shadow, did survive. That's our only set of armor too. Oh, and Garox actually got headshot. Okay, wait, can we keep the turret focused on Garox? Just kind of get shot. Didn't hit though. Yeah, I think Garox is making it out. I don't think there's really much we can do about that. Unless we try to have Marika intercept him, which she could do that. She still has... Well, actually, she's not in any immediate danger. I don't know if these guys are going to head for Marika. It looks like they are. Yeah, they are. I don't think a lot of these guys actually plan on leaving. I think only a few of them are doing the kidnapping thing. And yeah, I'm almost certain these guys are aggroed on Marika here. So the question is, what happens if... Pole, what are you doing? Oh, he's trying to tunnel out, I think, which is really good. They're going to be stupid about it too. Like they're going to tunnel through this area here. What we could try to do is knock out Pole. We could have Marika shadow strike onto him and then hit him a few times, get him to start bleeding more. He doesn't have any blood loss yet. Or like we got this guy Puberax over here who does only have 6 hours left. Dude's not bad too. Like he's got 10 melee, he's a martial artist. He will probably be going down and we might be able to capture him. As far as, I think what we'll do with Marika is we'll just send her south. And yeah, she's going to start getting blood loss pretty soon, I think. But we could try to have her intercept that robot and save our paladin guy. We could maybe try to save both of our colonists here. They're both being carried south. And these guys are actually walking really slow because they're carrying people. We got visitors here who were scared to come in here because of Krogans. This guy is Solarian who can shoot. He's got a lever action rifle. Maybe he'll fight these guys for us. He's gonna walk right through the toxic. I believe we can micromanage like where he walks though. If we set an area here, then we make it so guests can only go there in their area of accommodation. Oh, it looks like he doesn't care too much. Oh, and then meanwhile over here, Puxon actually did go down. This guy's pretty good. Like brave, lowers his mental break threshold, increases pain shock. He's a builder as well. Dude has 1 hour though. Is that gonna be enough time to capture him, bring him inside, and then drop a Medigel on him? I think it is. We're putting the sleeping spot right next to where we're gonna capture him. I think Christina can handle that. And meanwhile, Kevami's gonna grab this Alliance Assault Rifle and try to help take these guys out. And yeah, we could save both these other colonists, which would be epic if we could pull this off. I do think we don't have Marika waste ammo yet because there's really low chance of hitting. Well, she can't actually hit the target right now. But if you fire through the fog, there's a really low chance of hitting. And this guy's trying to tunnel south. Or no, he's not. He's actually gonna run. Okay, he's gonna run this way. We get right up next to this guy though, then we start just unloading on him. We have a 21% chance to hit. And yeah, meanwhile up here, Christina is capturing Puxon, who does have 0.8 hours left. We're definitely gonna be able to save this guy, like no doubt. And then we're gonna have Kevame deconstruct this wall, and then he's gonna head out here to try to meet up with Marika instead of trying to go through this toxic mist and this marsh over here too. But yeah, start blasting this guy. It's raining too, which is unfortunate. 50% chance to hit him though. Really? And yeah, I'm overall not sure if we can save both these guys. It would suck to lose Brad in our set of armor, but I also don't want to lose Jolly, our only miner pretty much. We're gonna have Marika Veil of Shadows. A Shadow Strike onto this guy. Do we need line of sight? Maybe not. Okay, we don't need line of sight. Good. We hit Cool Out a few times. He's not dropping that person. We teleported back. Oh no. He's moving at 5.8. Okay, we lost that person, I guess. We just gotta try to run down Garox, I guess, at this point. Just run and gun. Meanwhile, in our prison cell, Christina is gonna drop the Medi-Gel, and she's gonna use it on Puxin, who does only have 0.4 hours. Is that gonna be enough time? I'm not really sure. Marika, chase this person down. You gotta hit your shots, man. You just gotta do it. We gotta save our paladin at least. Hit Garox, very nice. Hit him again. We can start mailing this guy and that will slow him. That's what we're gonna have to do. She also has Nightshade, so we're gonna put that on. I wasn't using that because it lowers her stamina regeneration, but it will coat her melee attacks in Toxic. I don't know if it actually applies to just like her fists. And Jolly was kidnapped. We're actually really close to the edge then, I'm guessing. Yeah, we're pretty close. You gotta just do work on this guy, man. Hit him, but his armor. Come on, Marika. Hit him again. Just melee him. Nice, we saved Brad. How much HP does he have though? Oh, he's got 20 hours. Okay, he's good. We lost one person only. Meanwhile, over here, these Krogans are still trying to tunnel out like idiots. This guy Ruberax only has 4 hours. Pole is not in any immediate danger. Their Blade Dancer, unfortunately, is not going to be going down. But yeah, it wouldn't be bad to pick up Ruberax. Like, we're definitely going to be able to. So yeah, Marika is going to save Brad. In our prisoner cell, we actually captured Puxin, who does only have 34 resist. That's not bad. Like, we can get through that pretty easily, I think, with Marika and her social worker plus 7 social. Yeah, Medi-Gel will heal up someone to full. His right leg did get cut off, so that's kind of unfortunate for him, but that's all right. We're gonna have Christina head over here to the east, and we're gonna kind of just do the little waiting behind the tree meme for Pubrax to get knocked out. Pubrax did finally go down. It looks like he just went down too, because he just did like that animation, and he dropped a bunch of smoke leaf, which is gonna be really clutch actually to make sure that people don't go into mental breakdown. Let's actually grab that pemmican first. Let's grab the Gladius as well. That won't capture him. Yeah, the guy's got 3 hours left. We should be able to capture him maybe. So like we did earlier on Puxin, we dropped a Medi-Gel on Brad and that healed him up to full. The only thing it doesn't heal is blood loss and lost limbs, and Brad is missing 2 toes now. I think he started with 1 missing toe. We then had Brad drop 2 heals on Marika to heal up her hand to full. Each heal without speccing into it, I believe, costs 20 mana, and it will heal 8 HP of 3 injuries. By just using medicine and with Brad's 5 medical, we were able to save Pubrax. We did not have to drop another Medi-Gel on him, and that stuff is really precious. It costs 800 silver a pop, so we want to save that. So that's where I was going to end the episode off, when I noticed 2 of the Krogans were still trying to tunnel out. Both these Krogans are pretty good. Like, Surdon is a Necromancer, and when you upgrade a Necromancer into a Lich, pretty much all they can do is research, and he likes to research. Unfortunately, Insomniac, which ordinarily wouldn't be the worst trait, I'm not sure if it makes it so you don't need to sleep at all, or if you just don't need to sleep that much. It looks like the latter, because Surdon's rest meter is going down, but it's holding up a lot better than Nerdax. He's at 33, whereas Surdon's at 77. That all being said, when you do finally upgrade the Necromancer into a Lich, they don't need to sleep at all, so Insomniac becomes really bad. For that reason, we're going to try to make a play on Nerdak, who has 20 melee. He's not really that good at anything around base, but he's also a brawler, which lowers his melee cooldown. So this dude would be an insane just melee bruiser type of dude to just have around. We're gonna have Marika use Veil of Shadows to make herself invis, which it did not go on cooldown or cost mana again. One day it will though, I do assure you. We're gonna now summon Nerdak to her as she's invis, and he's about to tunnel out of that. Yeah, he actually just made it out basically. And now he's gonna go for a new route to try to get straight out, meaning that he's gonna keep tunneling. We're gonna have Marika's Shadow Strike onto him now, and she is using this cleaver that one of the Krogans dropped, which I did find out that if you have a ranged weapon equipped, Shadow Strike cannot crit, but if you do, it may perform crits for 3 times damage. So we're gonna hope. Oh yeah, we just hit him really hard there. We destroyed his left leg and stabbed his right one twice, so the dude is gonna be moving very slowly now. He's moving at 2.48. That's so slow for a Krogan. Okay, he's chasing Marika now, but she teleported back, and the guy is now going to try to tunnel out. So we basically just have to wait for him to bleed out, and we got another Krogan. Do keep in mind, while all that was going down, Marika was stoned on Smoke Leaf as well. She only had 60% manipulation, and that does affect her combat ability. We shouldn't have to wait too long for this guy to bleed out, and that will be 3 Krogans that we'll try to recruit. Do keep in mind, it is currently 11 p.m., and we got a raid coming at 6 a.m., so that's 7 hours from now. So we got to hope that this guy bleeds out soon. Like, he's got 6 hours left, and his blood loss is a minor, but it's going up fairly quickly. It's like 1% every few seconds. And all right, it's 2 a.m. His blood loss is now moderate at 45, which is lowering his consciousness by 40% now. It just spiked up to severe, actually. Also, malnutrition is lowering his consciousness by 5, and the dude should be going down soon. His blood loss might have to get to extreme, which would be kind of annoying to wait for that, because yeah, it's going to be kind of cutting it close to our next raid. And there we go, he finally went down. Blood loss extreme at 60%. We're going to now send Marika out. Oh, we actually don't even have to send her out that far. She can summon him from this far away. And we summon him into the base. We're just going to capture him. And with 3 hours left, we probably shouldn't have to drop a Medigel on him. Oh yeah, I should probably move Puxin over to his bed. Yeah, with just 110, he's actually good to go. We will use a good medicine on his other injury though. As far as resist, he does only have 29. That's not bad at all. The only issue now though is we have 3 prisoners and we only have 4 colonists. And when you have a lot of prisoners and not a lot of colonists, they will attempt a prison break pretty often, I think. Our best bet is to set them up their own individual prison cells and they're less likely to all attempt to break out at once. So yeah, we'll probably be trying to do that in the next episode, assuming we can handle these raids. I highly doubt the next raid is going to be anything comparable to this Krogan raid though. I'm pretty sure that was just a fluke. We'll be seeing if that's the case though in the next episode. With that, I want to thank you all for watching and I will see you then.